What's going on, guys? My name is Nate and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about this microphone right here that you can barely see. This microphone right here, I've actually been using for about 6 months now, a little less than 6 months, just a bit over 5. I didn't want to do a video on it immediately because it didn't seem like the right thing to do since I have to get used to the microphone and use it, I guess. I don't know. That's what I guess I would call it. This is the tried and true Blue Yeti microphone, which I think, in my personal opinion, is still the best USB microphone out there. Now, you could go completely bonkers and go with an XLR or an XR, however you pronounce it, setup where you have a nicer microphone than this, but I still think the Blue Yeti microphone holds up to its age. This microphone, I think, is like 5 or 6 years old at this point. It's a pretty old design, but obviously the mechanics over the years have been changed. Wow, this thing's dusty. This thing has a lot of controls, and now that Logitech owns this company, they've actually incorporated all this stuff into their software. So actually, if I go over real quick, because conveniently I'm recording on my desktop, let me just pop over real quick. You can actually see it pop up in the G-Hub software. When I click on it, you can change a whole bunch of effects and stuff. I can't see it because there's a light in front of me and I can't look behind it, but there's probably some stuff here on the screen like a record and other stuff. I would say go into Windows settings and hit the microphone setup and just look through all of the default stuff that you have already. I would say set the format a little bit higher quality so it's not set to this when you get it, and then have the input volume starting at 50%. I would turn off all audio enhancements for your Windows. I don't like the audio enhancement because that's all of the automatic ducking and echo prevention. I actually like all that stuff being on because I prefer actually controlling everything via the gain control on the back. So this is the gain control. You have a different choosing modes here, which chooses the different types of sound things. So I have it in the, I'm pretty sure it's like the standard just mono mode because I don't want stereo audio. If I switch it to stereo mode, it'll blank out for a sec. Okay, now I'm in stereo mode. So then if I go over here, you'll hear me over here. And then if I go over here, you'll hear me to the left and right if you're wearing stereo headphones. And then if I'm centered, I'm centered. So that's the reason for that. I don't like that because it sounds weird. Like this one, which I'm pretty sure is just audio like right in front of you. So if you go off to the side, it kind of doesn't hear you. But if you go here, it hears you better. Same thing for over here. So I think that's how that works. I don't like it. I like the standard one. This is the one I like. I also love leaving the gain control. I would say if it was a circle, I would leave it at the first quarter. You can obviously adjust it to really high, which makes the audio sound lovely. Isn't this some crisp audio that you're listening to? It must sound great. I don't know what this sounds like, so hopefully it sounds terrible. And if you leave it turned all the way down, it sounds probably a little bit different. I'm going to put it back to where I normally put it. Also, another thing I want to talk about is this boom arm. This is also a blue boom arm. Now, the microphone boom arm and unfortunately the shock mount, which I had to buy separately, probably comes out around $250 around tax, so it's pretty expensive. The microphone is $100 by itself, the boom arm is $100 by itself, and then the shock mount was like $20 or $30, I can't remember, and after tax it's like $250. It's super expensive, but I still think this microphone is perfect for what it is. I'm looking at that screen again just in case I'm not centered because I can't tell on the little screen that's far away from me. Not really much else to talk about except this is a really good microphone and I highly recommend it for anybody who wants to get a really nice USB interface microphone and don't want to pay the ridiculous amount of price for an XR microphone. So that's it. Oh yeah, on the front as well, I'll turn it, but you probably won't be able to hear me. On the front of the microphone, there's a volume knob if you want to plug in headphones, which the headphones actually plug into the bottom of the microphone here, as maybe you could see me pointing. It plugs into the bottom. And then you got a volume knob to adjust the volume if you have wired headphones plugged into the bottom if you adjust your headphones that way. Another thing is a mute button, so if I mute the microphone, you can hear me again. Hope that was a good demonstration because I'm pretty sure that mute button works extremely well. Other than that, I think that's probably about it with this video. I've kind of explained everything. It uses a USB mini headphone or my USB plug to a regular USB, which is plugged into my little dongle thing behind my screen. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share this video with your friends and family, and until next time, peace. High five.